You may have heard of Allied Powder Coating. They're the folks we know for renewing backyard furniture and other household metal products. But they have also had an important industrial presence for over 20 years.
Yeah, we actually started as an industrial powder coating company 20 years ago and have powder coated all kinds of equipment around Houston. Houston has a large capacity for refinishing and refitting equipment. It's a center for oil field equipment, and a lot of that equipment we comes to our shop. We clean it up and coat it and send it back to them so they can put it together and send it out.
Exactly how does powder coating work, and why is it better than painting?
Powder coating is actually a cross-linked polymer coating. It comes to us in a powder form. We apply it to the steel, and then we bake it in the oven. The baking process actually causes the catalyst to catalyze the resin, flow out, and become hard and beautiful. We apply epoxies, urethanes, and hybrid type coatings. You can also get it in Teflons, PVCs, PVAs, and other types of materials that can be applied in our shop. The curing process is in an oven, of course, is climate controlled, so it allows us to control the cure and to ensure the cure and to have a very clean environment, so the coating comes out much better than liquid applied coatings. Also, powder coating doesn't have any VOC in it, so it's not harmful to the environment.
Are there any jobs you can't do? Is there a size limit or any metals that don't take well to powder coating?
We can coat any kind of metal. The problems we run into is when the components come in and have incorporated in them parts that may not be able to take the 300 to 400 degree baking temperature. Of course, if we stuck a car in there, I'm sure the tires would blow up. We could coat parts very long. We have one of the largest ovens in this part of the country. We can even coat parts up to 9 foot tall and 9 foot wide.
Powder coating is not an automatic process. There are many preparations involved, and not every powder coat is the same. Allied Powder Coating takes care to make every job custom fit to a specific need.
Well, what we do is when the part comes in, we receive it and actually write up a receiving report on the part. At that point, we actually write a prescription for how to treat that part. For example, we'll say how it should be cleaned, how it should be handled. One of the other things that we consider is if the customer requires any areas on the part not to have coating. So we'll write a prescription that will include masking of those areas and exactly what the customer needs. We will take into consideration if the part needs multiple coatings and actually write a baking schedule, much like a bakery. In some cases, we may even pre-bake the parts to bake out any impurities in the metal. We may choose to blast clean the part, shot peen it, or use a variety of medias to blast clean the parts before we apply the coating. After that, we'll prescribe how we're going to hold the part through the process. That we call that fixturing. We'll say how we're going to fixture the part. We may even build a fixture just for that part. We believe that one of the keys to the longevity and success of our company has been our ability to write these prescriptions for these parts so that the customer gets exactly what they need on their part.
Is there a balance between beauty and durability when considering different finishes for powder coating?
Yes, there is. There are some coatings that are really good in chemical resistant areas that don't stand up to the UV and the sunlight. And then there's some coatings that stand up, of course, very well in the sunlight but don't stand up to the chemicals. What we need to do is to find a combination that works best for the customer's needs. We've assisted engineers, designers, and architects in actually designing and writing the coating specifications for a variety of parts all over the world.
Well, how long does it take to powder coat? And is there a formula for figuring out what it takes for each project?
Yes, there is. It depends on the size of the part, the kinds of coatings that it's going to get, and the thickness of those coatings.
At this point, you might be asking yourself if powder coating fits the needs of your company's commercial equipment protection. Well, you might be surprised to learn what Allied Powder Coating has done for other companies around the world.
Some of the interesting jobs that we've done were the 1996 Olympics, all the VIP furniture. We've done all the poles around Minute Maid Park, and we're currently working on the new Houston light rail system. We've also done President Bush's personal transportation scooter in red, white, and blue.
We've talked about the quality and durability of powder coating, but what every company really wants to know is what does it look like on the bottom line? How does powder coating save your clients money?
Actually, it saves our clients money because we can give them a quicker turnaround on a good quality coating, and that saves money. And sometimes even we can do parts less than it would cost to do them in a wet coat system.
To help save time and their clients money, Allied Powder Coating has developed technology and a new process that speeds up powder coating while maintaining consistent quality control.
We've discovered that because of the growth of our customers' needs, we've installed a new kind of a coating line. Actually, parts travel on a line through ovens that are over 70 feet long and through paint booths that allow us to put various coatings on them as our customer requires. It really adds a lot to our company to give our customer what they need.
What's next on the horizon for powder coating and Allied in particular?
We're the first kind of service like this that offers direct custom coating to the homeowner and to the private individual in the United States. We've been asked by a large investment group to duplicate these services in other parts of the United States. We get emails from all over the country asking us, do we have a franchise in their area? We've even gotten emails from France.
So if you need protection for your equipment or metal products and you want it done right and on time, Allied Powder Coating has you covered. Reporting from Minute Maid Park, I'm Russ Small.